Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be going over the top 5 richest NBA players when it comes to net worth. Hoopers make a lot of money, so this is going to be a pretty interesting list, and without further ado, let's dive right into it. At number 5, Shaquille O'Neal at $400 million. Shaq was one of the most dominant big men in the league during his 19-year tenure that saw him split time with the Magic, Lakers, and the Heat. The Hall of Famer averaged 23.7 points per game and just under 11 rebounds over his career, which led him to earning a whopping $285 million during his time in the league. Shaq has since built off that into his post-career, starring in several commercials such as The General, Papa John's, Gold Bond, Icy Hot, and Reebok. It's safe to assume that the big fella also gains a fair share of money from his job as an analyst on TBS's Inside the NBA. Shaq is also a partial owner of Papa John's, which has helped him increase his net worth to $400 million, good for 5th on the richest players list. At number 4, LeBron James at $500 million. Shockingly, LeBron isn't even in the top 2 when it comes to richest NBA players, and it really isn't even close. One of the greatest players of all time and a 4-time ring winner, James has accumulated over $385 million during his nearly 20-year career, and it's pretty easy to see why. James is about 1,000 points away from becoming the all-time point scorer in the league's history, so it makes sense for him to be near the top when it comes to money making. James also earned around $30 million from Apple after they bought out Beats by Dre, as James has a 1% stake in the company. It also helps when LeBron has starred in a couple movies, including Space Jam, A New Legacy, and Hustle. He's also rumored to have a shoe deal worth over $1 billion with Nike, which will boost his net worth by a huge margin. Depending on how long James stays in the league and what he chooses to do after his career is over, we could very well see him atop this list. Just add that to the very long list of records that LeBron will hold. At number 3, Junior Bridgman at $600 million. This is easily the most surprising name on the list. The small forward spent 10 seasons in the league with the Bucks and Clippers. He averaged around 13.6 points per game and 3.5 rebounds over his career, which then begs the question as to how he made so much money. Bridgman never earned more than $350,000 in a season during his time in the league, yet after his time in the league, he found a way to make absolute bank. Bridgman would go on to own over 300 local Wendy's and Chili's locations, eventually selling them in 2016. Bridgman wouldn't stop there, however, becoming a bottler for Coca-Cola and buying the magazine company Ebony. Bridgman is a perfect example of why you shouldn't only rely on basketball to make a living. At number 2, Magic Johnson at $600 million. Now, you would think one of the most talented basketball players of his era would make millions upon millions of dollars during his career. Yet shockingly, that wasn't the case. Magic Johnson only made $40 million during his time in the league, yet that never seemed to faze Magic. Johnson was extremely talented when it came to personal skills and smarts, which he used to his advantage after retiring. Johnson is now a part of the ownership group for the LA Dodgers, has sold equity in the Lakers, and has made a pretty large investment into Starbucks, all leading to his massive net worth. Yet his net worth seems like pennies when it comes to our number one player. And that number one is Michael Jordan at $2.2 billion. You all had to know that this one was coming. Known to many as the greatest hooper of all time, Michael Jordan made over $90 million per year as a player and now makes around $130 million a year from Nike alone. Not to mention, he also owns the Charlotte Hornets and was the main character in the original hit movie Space Jam. It's safe to say that Jordan is one of the best on and off the court, and he's one-upped LeBron once again when it comes to the greatest of all time conversation. We know it could obviously change, but considering how far ahead Jordan is, it's pretty unlikely. With that's going to end our video for today, so thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any more of our content. But thanks again, and we'll see you guys next time.